Okay, so below when I say quad stack, this is what I mean right here. Okay, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you got 5 guys hanging out over there. They're gonna run an RPO. They're gonna bring the running back, so it's just a trip stack. Then it's an RPO, either give to the running back inside zone. He bounces it outside because this guy, who I think is Morris or Upshaw, I'm not sure which one, ends up losing his contain. But it's in Zach Smith, as he points out, again, Zach Smith, check it out, Menace to Sports. He says that the guy, why does he lose contain? And yeah, he didn't do his assignment right. And it's funny because this cornerback, Green, he's matching up on this guy, and he doesn't really look back up at the ball soon enough. And the running back's running past him. I'll show you this in a sec. And he sort of looks up too, like, why did we lose contain? I don't know what he was thinking, but it was making me laugh. I wonder if he was wondering the same thing as Zach. But you know what? All this eye candy right here, I mean, it means something. And by the way, I saw something on Twitter and I replied to it. Glenn Schumann, the DC for Georgia, saying, you know, this is a unique offense. It still has a lot of air raid concepts and it's very spread. He didn't use the word spread, but it's a lot of air raid. Sonny Dykes is from the Leach. He was there with all the great ones in 2000. Sonny Dykes, Manny Matsakis, nobody knows, his right-hand man to Mike Leach. Art Briles on that staff. Dana Holgerson. Dave Aranda, nobody knows it. I mean, Greg McMackin was one of Aranda's original mentors. And McMackin was is a really good defensive coordinator. He was the defense guy. He liked the Desert Storm stuff, if I recall correctly, back in the day. So, okay. Anyway, so yes, it's air raid, okay? But it's spread. It's a spread pass concept, but power spread, because that's what Glenn Schumann said. They run a lot out of this. Yes. And that was really, Tony Franklin was starting to think of that. I'm not even sure how Mummy, I think Cal Mummy, if I'm correct, always wanted a run element. Mike Leach kind of made it more simplified as like almost like the triple option is a very simple, no, I mean, I don't know if I'd say simple, but it's an execution-oriented spread run. The air raid by Mike Leach was an execution-oriented spread pass, okay? Franklin was like, how do we combine an execution-oriented 4 wide receiver spread pass and combine it with some power inside and some run? He didn't really find the power as much, but Dana Holgerson did. And from there, you know, and Dana Holgerson had an influence of Briles. And that's why Briles was like a genius at this. Okay. Anyway, so here we go. Bring the guy back and do an inside zone. Let me mute that. Okay. And then you see the block. You can see it better. Oh, we can. So you see the cornerback on this guy. He's coming out late. And then watch him look up like, what the heck was that? Oh, I see what he was doing. He was yelling that the receiver had his face mask. Grabbed his face mask. Maybe not. I don't know what he was. It doesn't matter. Okay, so here we go. I can't get close enough to see what that was. Okay. So there's who was that? Oh, that was Upshaw. Coker's the tackle here. An underrated offensive line for TCU. And Upshaw wants to lose contain. Coker's like, fine, zone blocking. I'm going to block the space, and I'll make space for my athlete. Miller sees it's, once that happens, he just bounces it, okay? Guess we don't have a view from the other side. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, so he's doing this because he's trying to outdo his assignment. He's trying to do more than his assignment. And he's trying to get in there and shut that down in the middle. But that's not his assignment. Okay. But a lot of this isn't for show. I mean, it looks fun, right? There. That looks fun. But it's not just fun. It's spreading the field. It's opening up space. It's expanding space. It's providing eye candy. It's affecting these people here. It's got a whole effect to it. And then, as we go further, see, look at the wide spread. See, notice how it's spread much wider than Michigan? Up the gut. Didn't get much there, so what? Just keep moving. And they mixed up. They did a huddle. They actually huddled during this drive. And then they, excuse me again, they huddled and they did a very slow no huddle, slow no go. And then they did a quick tempo no huddle. They mixed it all up. It was great. This is Garrett Riley too, and Sonny Dykes. But Garrett Riley, the brother of Lincoln Riley, they were together at, was it East Carolina? No, whatever. Anyways, they know each other for a long time. Lincoln Riley, by the way, was also a player with those coaches I was naming at Texas Tech. And Kingsbury, too. Okay. So, again, now you bring in a tight end. So that's first we see a tight end, see? All this variety. Okay, aggressive variety. The first tenet, the first precept of power spread, aggressive. The second is variety. The third is flexible. Aggressive, flexible, variety. All right, here's showing blitz, backing out, and then Duggan's able to run up the gut. He's a baller. Okay. Yeah, okay. I wanted to show this. Last thing I really want to show, I think. Look at the difference when Michigan's running sort of a three-man rush, sort of their style of a 3-3, compared to TCU. Okay? It's really not as, it's really, well, it is, whatever. Just, you have a guy, the Jack guy right here, but whatever. Okay. Now, look how conservative. This guy is racing into a cover 2. This guy is going to play like a cover 4, but not the aggressive quarters. He's actually playing a real cover 4. See? These guys, cover 4. This is cover 2, so it's a cover 6. See? And he's got the short zone over here. See? They got the quarters. I mean, 1 quarter 2, but it's not quarters. It's not as aggressive. I mean, well, he is grabbing this guy. Whatever. It's just look at the underneath guys. So you got 4 and 4, 4 and 4. If you go back to the other video of TCU, you will see a much more aggressive pattern matching. These guys are playing either a zone match or just a pure zone. Yeah. If this was a zone match, and it might be, he might be supposed to be on this guy. But it looks like he's just hanging out in zone. It's way too easy. 3-man rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guys out. Duggan all day. He's looking over here first. Has this guy short. Okay? And then looks over here quick. Wide open. It might be a zone match because no one plays just pure, like, just hanging out in zone like that anymore. You can't do that. So, but either way, it's not as aggressive as TCU. That's the difference. 3-3 like this doesn't work. Easy catch. Watch. Look at that all day. Do. Not there, not there. Over here. Okay. Way too easy. That looks like the NFL from a couple of years ago, till they wisened up. Now they go up tempo. Hurry up. All right. And then look at here. They go up tempo down here, and I want to show you what up tempo does. It opens holes. I don't know that they went up tempo here. That was just good blocking, but this is all from the spread too. This is, you're spreading it everywhere, and then now you're gashing it up the gut. Yep. Split zone. Okay, there you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It all works together. Now we went tempo. Yep, this is it. And this is when you get missed tackles. I don't even hear yet what Zach said about this, but I'm sure it's a bad tackle, right? But look at these guys are running around. I saw this live. I mean, this was an up tempo. And they're running around like chickens with their heads cut off quick. Racing over here. I think it was an RPO. Yeah, I think so. Yep. He pulls it out, wise move, whips it out to the running back. This guy's running like out of control. You get out of control in the tempo. There he misses the tackle. That's a quick little wide receiver. Davis. Was Davis in the backfield? Oh, no, there he comes. He's from the wing back. Okay. Quick little guy. Nice little scheme. Using your personnel. Yeah, he's not a tight end. He's a little fast guy right here. Over here. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Miss a tackle. All right. So that's, Zach's going to be talking about breakdown, how to tackle, the technique of it all. It's all good stuff. Check it out. But I'm just talking about, in general, tempo, spread, aggressive, variety. All this stuff's going on. So then when they got near the goal line, they were huddling up more. I mean, not huddling. Somewhere along the lines they huddled, but they were going a little slower. They got a QB sneak for the first, and then a little read option for the touchdown. Duggan's tough. Look at this. Kaboom! Now he gets up and goes, go F your mama. See? That's how that works. And and the thing is, the one thing is, if he gets hurt in the Georgia game, they're in trouble. I never really said that. I'll say that on my podcast. I mean, I'm all for all the players, team. I'm all for the backups. I'm all for everyone. But Duggan is such a baller. I don't know that this is the one time I'd say I'm not even sure who their backup is. I have to. Oh, they have some good backups. Now that I think about it, they do have some good backups. But man, Duggan's such a baller. If they could win without Duggan, if he gets hurt, then it truly is a magical year for them.